everyone, and welcome back. This is Jim with ImprovedDriving.com, your go-to channel for all things related to safe and legal driving practices. Today we're diving into some important questions about criminal driving violations in Ohio. Let's get started. What constitutes a criminal driving violation in Ohio? In Ohio, a criminal driving violation typically involves serious breaches of traffic laws that endanger public safety. This includes offenses such as driving under the influence, reckless driving, vehicular homicide, and fleeing the scene of an accident. Each of these violations carries significant legal consequences, including fines, jail time, and license suspension. What is considered operating a vehicle while impaired? Driving under the influence, or OVI, in Ohio is defined as operating a vehicle with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08% or higher. It also includes driving under the influence of drugs, including prescription medications that impair your ability to drive. Officers can use breath, blood, or urine tests to determine impairment. What are the penalties for a first-time OVI offense in Ohio? For a first-time OVI offense in Ohio, the penalties can be quite severe. They can include a mandatory jail term of 3 days to 6 months, a fine ranging from $375 to $1,075, and a driver's license suspension for 1 to 3 years. Additionally, the court may order you to attend a driver intervention program, such as a defensive driving or remedial driving course, depending on your state. What is reckless driving in Ohio? Reckless driving in Ohio is defined as operating a vehicle with willful or wanton disregard for the safety of persons or property. This could involve excessive speeding, aggressive driving maneuvers, or other dangerous behaviors that put others at risk. What are the consequences of reckless driving in Ohio? The consequences of reckless driving in Ohio can include fines up to $150 for a first offense, and the penalties increase with subsequent offenses. You may also face jail time, increased insurance rates, and points added to your driving record, which can lead to a license suspension. What is vehicular homicide under Ohio law? Vehicular homicide in Ohio involves causing the death of another person through negligent or reckless driving. This can occur due to OVI, reckless driving, or violating traffic laws in a manner that leads to a fatal accident. What penalties can be imposed for vehicular homicide in Ohio? Penalties for vehicular homicide in Ohio vary based on the circumstances. They can range from misdemeanor charges with up to 180 days in jail and a $1,000 fine to felony charges that carry several years in prison and much higher fines. License suspension is also common. How does Ohio handle driving without a valid license? Driving without a valid license in Ohio is considered a serious offense. If caught, you can be charged with a misdemeanor, which may result in fines up to $1,000, jail time up to 6 months, and impoundment of your vehicle. Repeat offenses lead to harsher penalties. What are the penalties for street racing in Ohio? Street racing is illegal in Ohio and classified as a first-degree misdemeanor. If convicted, you can face up to 6 months in jail, fines up to $1,000, and a possible driver's license suspension. Additionally, your vehicle can be impounded, and insurance rates will likely increase significantly. Is fleeing the scene of an accident considered a criminal driving violation in Ohio? Yes, fleeing the scene of an accident is a criminal offense in Ohio. If you leave the scene of an accident, especially one involving injury or death, you can face serious charges, including fines, imprisonment, and a long-term suspension of your driving privileges. That's it for today's video. We hope this information helps you understand the seriousness of these driving violations in Ohio. If you found this video helpful, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Drive safely, and see you next time.